doing? Have you seen my wife?
You're welcome. But
All right, I'll just talk loud. Welcome, good evening to our winter concert. I hope you're enjoying the cool temperatures out there today. Actually, it's a great day. This often happens when we have our winter concert in March, and March is a great time. If you notice on the back of your program, March is Music in Our Schools Month. That is by the National Music Educators Association. So it's been a long time. They've had that for many, many years. And it's just a good time to have a band concert in the month of March. The fifth grade band has been working really hard on all of their songs, putting things together. You know, typically we practice with just individual instruments or light instruments at the same time. And then on Fridays we have the full band Friday, but they just finished 8 days in a row of full band. And most of them did a really great job remembering, especially Monday morning, remembering when it's not their normal day to have their band instruments. So I'm very proud of them. They've done a very good job with that. Hey, we're going to play some beginning band favorite hits here. We're going to start off with the classic. It's number 19 in our book, Hot Cross Buttons. Now when you hear it, you'll notice that several of these songs, when we play them, the first time through, you're going to hear brass, trumpet, and trombone, and the non-pitched percussion to your left. Then on the second time, woodwinds, flutes, clarinets, alto sax, and the bells over to the right. On the third time, we'll put it all together. These songs are really short, and if you've heard any practicing, hopefully at home, they are very short. So we got to make them a little bit longer, otherwise we could be done in 5 minutes. All right. So here's our first song, Hot Cross Buns. All right. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear myself. Okay, well this next one, you know, the students don't know this tune. I had to sing it to them, and they didn't know Go Tell Aunt Rhody. And I said, well, we probably don't sing it in music class in elementary music anymore because, you know, the old gray mare is dead. So that's probably why we don't sing it. But this one is a challenging one. This uses all 5 of their basic band notes, and it was actually something that we didn't practice right after Hot Cross Buns. We came back to it later. You're going to hear it set up the same way that you just heard the first song tonight. And so this is Go Tell Aunt Rhody. We are going to play our third song tonight, which is Merrily We Roll Along. Although most people recognize it as Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's the same melody, there's just different sets of words to it. So we are going to play that for you next. here comes another one that was a little bit harder for us at first, so we didn't play it first. We kind of, in the first few pages of the book, we jump around. And so this next one, Itsy Bitsy Spider, is a more challenging song for us to play. It has the basic notes in there, but there are different patterns that make it a little more challenging for the students. So that is our next one, Itsy Bitsy Spider. I know this next one seems weird, but we are going to play Good King Wenceslas. Yes, it's a Christmas song, but we're ready to play it now. We did not have a December concert with this group. We were just getting started. The 6th grade band only had a in-school performance for the students and staff at Schrop. So this is our first one, so it's okay to play Christmas, right? So we're going to play Good King Wenceslas, and you're going to hear it that same 3 times again, and hearing different parts of the band and then putting it all together. Before the 5th grade plays their last song this evening, I do want to mention a special thank you to some people, and I won't point out the individual families, but Springfield Cares, an organization here in Springfield, along with so far 3 other families, have donated ukuleles to our music classes, and I really appreciate that. We were able to buy 10 5 years ago, and that was the last time I had school money to use for music classes at either school. That was the last time. And some people heard about it, posted about it, and said, hey, they have to share unless the kids bought their own or families bought their own ukulele. And so it's been a wonderful thing. We've been using the other ones. The other ones hopefully are on the way very soon. Before we finish up with ukulele playing next week. Also, after the spring break, 4th graders are going to start playing the recorder. The recorder is a great pre-band opportunity for them. And I hope that, like Parker said, I hope that there is a 5th grade band next year that they can be a part of, because I think these students have really enjoyed it. So hopefully that'll be the case. On the back of your program, you'll see all the thank yous that are listed there. So, and especially, I want to thank parents and guardians of these students. They forget their instruments sometimes, and I know that you go out of your way to get that instrument to school, and I really appreciate that. So I wanted to let you know that. We're going to play a song called Power Rock, and I made a decision this morning, early this afternoon, that they probably were a little disappointed with. We're only going to play the first half, but I told them that I want them to practice hard so that we can play the whole thing at our spring concert, May 22nd, and it's on the back, right here at the high school auditorium. So we're actually playing We Will Rock You. So this is the last song. Oh, if we have any 6th graders still in the audience, you should be over in the band room with Mrs. Fraley at this time. So the students will go back to the band room, put their instruments away. You are free to go if you're a 5th grade band parent guardian. You're also welcome to stick around and watch the 6th grade if you would like to do that as well. Hey, thanks so much for being here tonight. They did a great job. I'm very proud of them. And we'll see you on May 22nd. All right, and we're back. Thank you for sticking around or for joining us here for the sixth graders portion of the concert tonight. Again, this is our winter concert, but it's pretty warm out there, but you know, we're not going to complain, right? It's been cold and icy and all kinds of stuff this winter, so we had enough of that. It's great to see the sun and have some warm temperatures. But March, it is still winter at this time. And I do want to point out, and you'll see it in your program, that March is Music in Our Schools Month, so it's a great time to have a band concert. Thank you so much, parents and guardians, for helping the students remember their instruments. I know we've had a lot of instruments brought to the school. Thank you for doing that. That is much appreciated. You know, they had a little bit of taste of what junior high band is like because we've actually practiced, just like the fifth grade band, they have practiced 8 straight school days in a row. We normally just play twice a week, so it's a good little thing for us, and we've made lots of improvements with our songs, and so we're going to play those for you tonight. Our first one is actually 2 songs out of the book, and so Baja Breeze and Rio Con Brio, we put it together, smash it together, and we get Baja Brio. All right, here we go. So this next one is also 2 of our songs from our book, and we put it together and we get the processional and promenade. A lot of these that you're hearing right now, we're playing the same rhythm throughout the band, but we've gotten into recently where trombones are playing a harmony part, and other instruments are playing a counter part, a counter melody, some harmonies as well, and then some instruments playing the melody. And so this one we're still all playing the same, except for percussion, of course. But we are challenged by the 8th notes. It is more advanced than what we're doing in 5th grade band. I do want to say that I'm very proud of the students and the job that they've done, how they're working. You know, they've done a nice job, and so we continue to get better. I do hope and encourage any of them to continue on. Continue on in 7th grade band. I know Mrs. Fraley spoke to them a little bit ago about that too. She'd love to have all of them next year in 7th grade. All right, so here is processional and promenade. Hey, I want to say something else too. I want to thank Springfield Cares, and maybe some of you belong to the Springfield Cares, or know somebody that's in Springfield Cares. Also, a couple of families, and I won't mention them by name, but between Springfield Cares and a few families, they have been purchasing extra ukuleles for music class. The ukuleles, and they play them as well when they come into music class. The 10 ukuleles that we use in music class were purchased 5 years ago, and that was the last time I had money, school district money, for music class, either at Spring Hill or at Schrop, 5 years ago. And I had to really push for that. I said I thought it was a really good thing for us to do, and we got a great deal. We got 10 ukuleles for $300, so that is a great deal. But Springfield Cares and 3 families so far have donated, or will have donated, because some are still on order, a total of 23 ukuleles, so that every student will have one. And I appreciate that, their organization, Springfield Cares, as well as those 3 families for doing that. And some of the students do have their own, but that's one of the things I can't use school funds because I don't have it. It's already tight. And so I thank those families and Springfield Cares. All right, so this next one we're going to do, you'll recognize it right away. It is bingo, and it's called Bingo Variations. We're going to play a simplified quarter note version, probably something sort of like what maybe the 5th grade band would play, but there's actually a couple notes they don't know yet. And then we'll go into the variation where we add 8th notes into that. So this is Bingo Variation. On the back of your program, you'll see that there are numerous thank yous to different people. It's good to have Mr. J back at Schrop School. And I do thank Mr. Morrison, who is our Springfield percussion instructor. He works with the high school band, works with the junior high band, and does come down on Tuesdays to work with us at Schrop. I want to thank again the students and the parents, guardians, for all that you do, for providing the instruments, getting them the instruments when they need it, being here tonight. You know, it's always kind of a guess as to how many will come. And so it's good to see so many of our 6th grade band members here tonight. All right, this last one is called March Across the Sea. If you were at last week's junior high school concert, each of the bands played a march, which is really the traditional music of bands like this, of concert bands. And so this one called March Across the Sea is actually written by the 2 gentlemen that wrote the book that we use here in Springfield and have used for a long time, called Tradition of Excellence. So this is March Across the Seas. Oh, and I do want to say, Mrs. Braley asked if we would help strike the stage because we have a choir concert in 2 days and they need to put the risers up tomorrow. So if any of the 6th grade students or anybody else that wants to help, we do need to get all the chairs and stands off the stage after this last song. All right, thanks for coming tonight. Our next concert is May 22nd, right here at the auditorium. Thank you. I think it's safer if we put the instruments away first before we strike the stage. That way nothing happens to them. Okay? They are very valuable instruments. All right, thank you so much for being here tonight.